Hello players, welcome to another beautiful game that was played by the Polish Grandmaster Miguel Najdorf. You might recall his name from our previous video where I covered one of his games. This game was played against an unknown person. Back in those days, Grandmasters frequently engaged in exhibition games, playing against the public to showcase their chess skills. This was one such game. That's the reason the opponent's name was not recorded. In such scenarios, the chess database will name the opponent as NN, means no name. This game's ending will be very spectacular, so I insist you to watch the video until the end without skipping for a second. Come, let's dive into the game. In this game, Najdorf used the white pieces and the unknown person used the black pieces. The game starts with d4, queen's pawn opening, and black responds with d5. Next c4, this is queen's gambit opening, black plays e6, the gambit was declined. If black had captured this pawn, it would be queen's gambit accepted. But in this game, the gambit was declined. Next white plays knight c3, then knight f6, then knight f3, then a6, then c cross d5 and knight cross d5. Now e4, the knight is under attack now and so he needs to react for that. Black is ready for exchange, so he plays knight c3, then b cross c3, then bishop e7, then bishop d3. Black castles now and then white also castles. Now black plays c5, he wants to break this center, and white plays queen e2. Then c cross d4, c cross d4, rook e8, then rook d1. Both the players are trying to make their rook active. Next knight c6, then bishop b2. So this pawn is under attack now by two pieces, so white needs to protect this pawn. Already the knight is protecting. Now he brings the bishop also for second protection. Next b5, black wants to fianchetto his bishop here. Then rook ac1, then bishop b7, d5, then e cross d5 and e cross d5. Now this knight is under attack, so he plays knight b4. This move comes with a double attack on this pawn. Already the bishop is targeting this, but none of the white pieces are protecting this pawn, so he plays bishop e4. Now this bishop is also protecting, and at the same time the rook is also protecting this pawn. Now the black knight captures this pawn on a2. Now knight e5, then knight b4. At this point white makes a brilliant sacrifice, bishop cross h7, check. Black cannot capture this bishop easily. If he becomes greedy, then queen h5 check, king cannot move anywhere. The only square he can go is g8, then queen cross f7 check. Now black is left with two options. Wherever he goes doesn't matter. White can play knight e6. Now there is an attack on the queen. If black tries to save his queen, then queen cross g7 is checkmate, as this bishop is supporting the square. So that's the main reason the king cannot capture this bishop, so he moves to f8. Now queen h5. White is now threatening a mate at this square. As you can see, the knight is protecting the square. Now there is only one way to protect this f7 square, that is bishop cross d5. Now this bishop provides a protection for this f7 square. Some of you might think there is another way to protect that square by playing g6, but you can't play this. If white plays queen h6, then the game is over. As the king cannot move to the square, the bishop is protecting. So the one and only way to protect this square is by capturing this pawn on d5. Now the white rook captures this bishop. Black cannot recapture this rook with this knight, because the white queen is still threatening a checkmate here. So black plans to capture this rook with this queen. Now the queen can provide support to the square. Now black thinks he can easily escape this mate threat, but Najdorf plays a mind-blowing move at this point of time. That is queen cross f7 check. When I first saw this, I thought white actually blundered, as black can easily capture this queen, then knight cross queen, then king cross knight. Now white has 3 pieces and black has 4 pieces. I thought white actually blundered in this game, but I overlooked another beautiful move which was played in this game by our hero Najdorf. When the black queen captures this, Najdorf plays knight d7. That's an amazing checkmate. As you can see, none of the pieces can attack this knight and the king cannot move to this square, so that's a checkmate and the game is over. This is such a beautiful ending. No one would have expected the checkmate from this knight. This game clearly shows the tactical prowess of the Grandmaster Najdorf. This is one of the very rare games where the checkmate was done using 2 minor pieces, a knight and a bishop. I really hope you all enjoyed this game. If you did, please hit the like button so that the YouTube algorithm will recommend this video to many viewers. If you are watching my video for the first time, I suggest you to subscribe to my channel right now for more chess contents like this. Let's meet in another battle. Thank you.